Hi there and welcome to our first episode of CardStock, a show that puts the UIW community in the spotlight. My name is Jacob Martinez.
And I'm Ale Tamayo. We got a great show for you today. We're going to visit the Veteran Center here at UIW and learn about the services available to our UIW veterans.
We'll also take a look at the Etling Center for Civic Leadership. And Ale, did you know that the center was established by Sister Dorothy Etling in 2013?
Yes, we are very active in civic engagement. Actually, I just visited the Etling Center to arrange a community service activity for my tennis team, and we ended up at San Antonio Pets Alive. We walked the dogs in adoption, we played with them, and we gave them lots of love.
That's amazing, and they're also very helpful in organizing community service events. In addition to the Etling Center, we'll also check out the mission trips and the music industry programs at UIW. But first, San Antonio is known to many as Military City USA. We have one of the largest concentrations of military bases in the United States.
Each week, our city proudly supports the 39,000 students who graduate from military training and their families, just as our city supports the fine men and women of the armed forces. So does the University of the Incarnate Word. And we're super proud of that, right, Jacob?
That is completely correct, Ale. Let's take a look at the UIW's Veteran Center and learn more about the various programs and services offered to our military families.
Life changes can be scary. Facing the unknown may fill your head with doubt, fear, or worry, but having a helping hand through the process can ease your mind. UIW is committed to serving military members and their family as they begin their educational journey at the University of the Incarnate Word. The UIW Center for Veterans Affairs helps students who are using educational benefits under Department of Veterans Affairs educational assistance programs in the pursuit of their educational goals. Their dedicated staff is award-winning for veteran education benefits and services, named Best for Vets Colleges by the Military Times and Best Online Programs for Veterans by U.S. News and World Report. The UIW Center for Veterans continues to show their unwavering support.
My name is Adriana Leal, and I'm the director for the Center for Veterans Affairs here at UIW. I first started at UIW 8 years ago, and then was working for the UIW business office, and then in the summer of 2016 started working for the Center for Veterans Affairs. What I love most about working here is the opportunity to serve veterans who have served us and given so much to us every single day here at UIW. What I want incoming veterans and their families to know about the Center for Veterans Affairs is that we have an open door policy. We're happy to assist them in any way we can, not just in using their VA educational benefits. They're not just a number here at UIW. We really want to get to know our students and ensure that they're successful here at UIW.
In addition to aiding students using VA benefits, the UIW Center for Veterans Affairs also hosts various events which allow veterans to connect with each other.
My name is Jason Futrell. So I'm a communication arts graduate student here at the University of Incarnate Word, and I've been here for about 3 years in that program, and I'm now currently in my last semester. I will be doing my capstone this semester and graduating in May. So I served in the United States Navy from 2006 until 2015 as a cryptologic technician interpretive, which is a fancy way of saying that I was a linguist. Very rewarding experience. I would do it over again. I got a lot out of it, and I'm still getting a lot out of it. Through the GI Bill, through VA disability, I get a lot out of my military experience still. So I'm a filmmaker and a puppet maker and a puppeteer, a musician and several other things. Right now I'm working on a small, what I think is a small project, but might end up being a little bit bigger, that involves some mask puppets, and that'll be put to film and set to music, which I'll write. The advice that I would have for other veterans that were interested in attending UIW is go for it. The University of Incarnate Word is one of the best universities in town for veterans. They're very cognizant of the fiscal restrictions of the GI Bill and work very hard to ensure that everything within your experience is covered in that realm. It's a good school to be at as a veteran. Plus, there's a lot of other veterans here. It allows you to kind of feel that brotherhood that you had when you were in the military.
Another benefit of attending UIW is that we are a yellow ribbon school for eligible 100% post 9/11 students. Under this program, eligible students may have their tuition and fee expenses that exceed the VA national annual maximum allotted to private institutions covered at no cost to the student. For more information, visit veterans.uiw.edu, and thank you for your service.
So Jacob, you can see that UIW is committed to going the extra mile for every student. It doesn't matter if you're starting your college journey or pursuing your postgraduate education.
That's right, and if you're a veteran, thank you for your service. If you're thinking of going back to school, contact UIW Admissions today to see how we can help propel you closer to your goals.
Well, be right back.
Man, what a nice day outside. Nature's so lit. That was a nice picnic. I don't want to leave this here, but the trash can's so far.
Hey man, you're not leaving that there, are you? Because if so, that would be not cool. And though it might not seem like that much, a little bit can go a long way. And a little littering is always too much littering. And littering is not lit.
Welcome back. Next, we have a segment highlighting the Etling Center for Civic Leadership.
One of their main goals is to end food insecurity on campus.
That's right. Another initiative they're working on is helping make San Antonio a more compassionate place for everyone. Let's take a look.
Founded in 2013 by Sister Dorothy Etling, UIW's Etling Center for Civic Leadership and Sustainability has been committed to promoting the common good through research, advocacy, and service for those in need. One of these services is UIW's food pantry, the Cardinal Cupboard. We spoke to Jorge Quintero about the cupboard.
The Cardinal Cupboard is here to give back to the community. So we have not only food, but we have non-perishable items, we have essentials, at times we have clothes, and it's to have an easier access for students, international students, and just the community in general, just to come here and access what we have and provide for free.
With the help of St. Vincent de Paul, a truck was donated and became the first iteration of the Cardinal Cupboard. Since its initial launch in October of 2018, the cupboard has grown from an old truck behind the solar house to its current location.
And now we're here at the Joris building, and it's a full storage room, which is very exciting, one. Two, just the donations we received, it started off with a $500 check, and with that we were able to get a bunch of goods and essentials. The alumni has been able to help us out by donating a fridge. We've been getting in contact with St. Vincent de Paul. They've been able to donate some bread for us. And students are hearing more about it, and it's been able to grow more, such as volunteers, people coming in for food. More people are coming in and working together, which is very exciting to see. And I mean, they've been able to decorate the food pantry. They've been able to organize it, reorganize it without having any trouble. And it's just a very friendly environment.
To get involved with the Cardinal Cupboard, students can sign up through Gift Pulse or contact the Etling Center directly for more information.
The people that volunteer want to keep coming back and back. And usually they finish their hours within the semester just because they actually have a good time coming in. Even if they do finish their hours, they still want to participate and see what they can do to not only give to the food pantry, but give back to the community.
As a Sister of Charity of the Incarnate Word, Sister Martha Ann Kirk has dedicated her life to teaching both compassion and creativity.
I am Sister Martha Ann Kirk. I am a professor at the University of the Incarnate Word, also working with the Etling Center for Civic Leadership and Sustainability.
UIW has a history of compassion. In 1886, at the request of Houston Bishop Claude Dubuis, French sisters Mary Baladine and Ange arrived in Texas to help treat the sick during a yellow fever epidemic.
In 2017, the City of San Antonio publicly affirmed that we want to live as a city of compassion. And the city spelled this out in education, in business, in social services. We want to carry forward this idea. Treat others as you would want them to treat you. Take care of the earth as something precious that belongs to all of us. We have started what we call Compassionate San Antonio, a website, and weekly they post acts of compassion, school children's projects, big projects that are going on. Any student, any person can first of all go online and search for the Charter for Compassion. Hear people read it, see that it's out there in about 100 different languages, and be encouraged that so many people are joining in this great movement. So whether we're working with the headwaters, whether we're working to develop community gardens, whether we are researching weather and atmosphere, whether we are planting trees, we can contribute to care of God's creation.
For more information on helping with the Cardinal Cupboard or Compassionate San Antonio, visit gift pools through Cardinal apps or visit the Etling Center website.
We'll be right back.
During any health crisis, self-isolation is necessary to separate oneself from others to flatten the curve by stopping the spread of any infectious disease. During your self-isolation, you should try some activities to continue your active state of mind. They can include writing a letter to a friend, binge watching a new TV series, or FaceTiming with your friends or family members at any time. If you are feeling that you are developing a wide range of emotions that is affecting your mood, thinking, or behavior, connect with the crisis counselor during any crisis or during your self-isolation. Text the National Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741-741 or call the Bexar County Crisis Line at 210-223-7233. Create a plan, find support, and stay informed.
I grew up in an era where prostate cancer was one of those taboo type of things.
Taboos and stigma has been something that has always plagued people of color when it deals with prostate cancer.
Never really thought about it because, as a healthy male, you just have that mindset that it would never happen to you.
I was fearful that I might not survive. I keep asking what I need to do to stay healthy.
We lean more towards a PSA, or prostate-specific antigen, which is an antigen that they find in the blood.
If we could save one extra person by just having a simple conversation at dinner table or at the holiday time, it would mean so much to family members who are left to bore the memory of those that we have lost.
1 in 9 American men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during his lifetime. Advances in treatments are saving lives.
Welcome back. As you may know, the University of the Incarnate Word has an entire history behind it, which leads our students and professors to follow 5 core values, one of them being service.
This next piece explores the importance of UIW students giving back to their community and the impact this may have for others.
The University of the Incarnate Word has a very interesting relationship with community service that dates back to the 19th century. One of the most interesting ways we as a community help each other is by going on mission trips. From here in Texas to Oaxaca, Mexico. We wanted to learn a little bit more about where to find these opportunities, so we did a little digging. The Etling Center for Civic Leadership was established by Sister Dorothy Etling in 2013 in hopes of building social justice leadership within students and staff. The center has many different community service options, one of them being mission trips. Now we know where UIW offers community service opportunities, but there were a few more questions floating around. What was so important about mission trips? Why do people do it? And how do people react to those experiences?
Mission trips really mean, I think, who we are as an institution. The Sisters of Charity, when they came unknowingly to an area that they had no idea about the culture, no idea about the language, but their heart and their souls were to help the people of San Antonio. And that's, I think, what our mission trips are. Our mission trips are continuing in the footsteps of the Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word, doing their missionary work to what you, we, I, as students, community members here at the University of the Incarnate Word can do. Help others that are in need, help those that are poor, help that need health or education. That's who we are, and that's what we do as an institution. Arise is one of our partners, for almost 10 years. It was established, it is a nonprofit organization in the McAllen Far area in South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley. It was established by the Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word of Houston. There are now today 4 community centers that were developed by this nonprofit Arise in South Texas. And they empower the women and the community to learn about political issues, politics, what we go do is, and when I went down there, is to help with a summer academy. So we go do a summer academy every summer regarding STEM. We've expanded it to a STEM academy. So we teach the children, and there's about 300 children per community center, science, technology, engineering, and math. We've also incorporated reading into the process and mathematics and money to help educate the students and have fun along the way. We do play games.
The semester before this mission trip happened, I just finished an internship with Disney, and I was trying to figure out how to get back involved at UIW, and I knew I needed to do community service, and I saw this pop up on UIW Engaged, and I was like, you know what, let's try it.
We're here at Arise Muniz where we gather our stuff for the day, and then we split up into our groups and head out for the other centers.
So there's a picture of me with a little girl. This little girl did not speak an ounce of English. I'll never forget her little yellow flip-flops. And she just was like with me, and like I was talking and I was like trying to figure out a way like that we could communicate to each other, and she was, she would listen to me intently, and I was talking to one of my friends about, I guess it was Frozen at one point, and I started humming, "Do you want to build a snowman?" And all of a sudden she sung, "Do you want to build a snowman?" to me in Spanish. And I will forever remember that moment for the rest of my life.
You're gonna come across community service. You're gonna come across a mission trip that changed your life forever and make you realize that we're more privileged than we think, we're more blessed than we think. So you have to think about others.
Through this journey, we discovered that mission trips not only teach how to help the community, but how the community helps you too. There's only one thing left to do: engage.
Depression is more than just ordinary sadness.
depression occurs for a variety of reasons, with one of the most common being seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD. SAD is a type of recurrent major depressive disorder in which episodes of depression occur during the same season each year, generally around winter. It affects more than 10 million Americans every year, with 10 to 20% more being affected by mild SAD. Women are 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with SAD than men, and SAD usually has an onset between the ages of 18 and 30, affecting the quality of life for millions of people. The specific causes of SAD are still unknown, but the symptoms can include feelings of hopelessness and sadness, thoughts of suicide, hypersomnia, more sleeping, less energy, weight gain, inability to concentrate, loss of interest, or an increased desire to be alone. If you or a loved one show signs of SAD, reach out. Don't suffer in silence.
Man, what a nice day outside. Nature's so lit. That was a nice picnic. I don't want to leave this here, but the trash can's so far.
Hey man, you're not leaving that there, are you? Because if so, that would be not cool. And though it might not seem like that much, a little bit can go a long way. And a little littering is always too much littering. And littering is not lit.
Oh, you're back. Sorry, we're just listening to some tunes. Alejandra, have you ever wondered where the music we listen to comes from?
I don't have to wonder, Jacob. Students in the music industry program here at UIW have the answer. They're exploring careers in making music in both academics and club activities, and I think that is the coolest thing ever.
Let's take a look at what the music industry students and faculty are up to.
Since 2005, the Music Industries program at UIW has been preparing students for the business of music through a mix of hands-on and theoretical lessons. Today, we take a quick look at this program through the eyes of some of its students and professors.
In this program, we learn more narrow to the music business as far as like recording music. We learn about publications. We learn about entertainment law, anything that pertains to the music industry side.
When I went to school, we won't say what year that was, nothing like this existed, and I wish it had, because I've been in the music business all my life. I've been a freelance professional musician, recording engineer, producer, arranger, and had I taken the classes that I'm teaching now, I probably would have done much better, because I would have been more well prepared to deal with all the things like contracts and publishing and whatnot.
It's not a lot of book work. It's really getting in there and using your ears, but also using your hands to mix.
Music industry programs throughout the country are the same as ours insofar as students that are in the program also are music majors, so they play an instrument, they play in ensembles, they take music theory and all that sort of stuff. And then as part of their program, part of this program, they take classes in copyright law, music business, and they also are required to take 6 classes in the business department, since they're learning about the music business and hoping to go out and be in some aspect of the music industry.
One of the best things is a recording studio.
So one of the side benefits for me teaching here is I've been in charge of putting the studio together, and it's been a very rewarding experience.
We do have a fully equipped studio, like music studio here, so we've been taught how to, the basics of engineering sound, so how to place mics, record using, we use Pro Tools here, so we've been given, extensive teachings on that subject.
Our professor letting us bring in an artist or musician and getting our hands dirty on recording.
Many of the students in this program show passion and interest beyond the curriculum.
We have a music industries club that's very active.
The club, for me, like the mission as president, is bringing a vision that I really want everybody to have experience in each part of the industry, whether it be in production or in the business side. Production side, we have a studio engineer, a producer, a well-known producer come in, give us some tips on how to record, what we should do on some troubleshooting areas. But also on the business side, having an actual publisher come in and tell us how to publish music, having artist management to show us what a day-to-day life is managing a band or what you have to go through.
I'm involved in our majors club, the Music Industry Club. And so what we do is we put on events for not only the people within our major, but anyone outside of the major, just anyone interested in the music business in general.
We put on an event last year called Music Industry Workshop, or MIW at UIW, and it was very successful. We had a panel of recording engineers, all Grammy winners. They're all local, but they're all very successful, and they had a nice informational panel that the students got to listen to and learn a lot from.
It's all about networking. We have people talking about the industry, we have people talking about songwriting, we have people talking about pretty much about anything. And it's just another way, it's like a big networking party. It's for us to go all sit and talk to other people and learn what they do and experience, try to get some experience of what they do.
But being successful in this program is more than just showing up and getting the grade.
We have had some very successful students that have graduated. All of the students have to do an internship, and we've had some wonderful internships in New York and Los Angeles and Nashville and Austin also. And some of those internships have turned into jobs at record labels and publishing companies and that sort of thing. And so we do have some success stories. The music business is not an easy business to be successful in, and if you want to be successful, you really have to work hard. You have to be motivated and willing to start, at the bottom and work your way up and all that.
All of that sounds like a great time.
It sure does. I'm sure we all can't wait to hear the music our UIW music industry students create. We'll be right back.
A night out with friends. What could possibly go wrong? Free drinks, high energy, and new faces can feel refreshing. Sometimes the people you can't trust are the ones that seem the most trustworthy. Fuse is a popular date rape drug which acts as a tranquilizer. It is almost 10 times stronger than Valium, and it has no color, smell, or taste. Effects include blackouts with complete loss of memory. If you or someone you know has become a victim of Rohypnol, please call the free confidential hotline 800-656-HOP.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.
Follow us on social media, #UIWTV. Until next time, adios!